All right, I'm gonna wait till the actual banner, like I get the notification. So I'm gonna do the 30-second countdown. All right, peace to the family, man. We're live on the Power of Ownership podcast. I got my guest here, Hammad. Um, he's coming live and direct. Where are you actually located right now?
I'm in India right now.
In India. He's coming live from
Yep.
halfway across the planet right now. What time is it in
Yeah.
India right now?
It's 9:30.
9:30 at night.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we just getting the day started, so it's like almost a 12 hours different. So
Yep.
I'm just getting started here. I'm about to start my day up, and he's already ending it. So yeah, so it's flip flop. So we're gonna go ahead do the introductions real quick. I'm gonna introduce myself, and then I'm gonna let my guest introduce himself, and then we're gonna get to a few questions. And y'all got any questions that y'all want to ask live? Go ahead and hit the comments right now. Go ahead, like, share this video, and go. Let's go from here. Let me start it off real quick. My name is Brandon B. Dixon, MLS 1541210. Don't forget, I'm at Billionaire Loan also on all social media. So, go ahead, follow me, like, subscribe, so on and so forth. If you're ready for a mortgage, go to my website, www.applywithb.com. If you're ready to book me for a consultation, or if you're ready to go ahead and get the party started right now. So before the buying frenzy comes in next year, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on here. Also, you can call me anytime, 832-775-8357. I'm available 24/7. Hammad, what let's get a little
Yes,
introduction going. Um,
absolutely. So everyone knows my name, Hammad Ahmed Khan, and right now, currently, I am like focusing on helping people build a social funnel system so that whatever the business they have, like they can be in real estate, they can be into coaching, any type of coaches. So what we help them in building a social funnel so that when they just put out videos, it's not just you're just putting out content there. You're getting a system in which
mhm.
people are coming to you and they are getting funneled in and they are getting in the conversation with you. Like it's
Right.
not like ads, the leads come in or die. It's
Gotcha,
like building
gotcha.
a relationship with those people and getting them to buy from you or increase your business.
So you basically you manage the whole social media process, or you just build the funnels?
We build the funnel as well as manage the process as well, so that it takes your time off the social media and all, so that you
Mhm.
can focus on your business as well as we can get you more business.
Gotcha, gotcha. And let me ask you this: how long have you been in doing social media and so on and so forth?
Okay, so we started like it's more than 4 years because
Oh
it
yeah,
took a lot of time learning about the algorithm and all. Firstly, we tested on our profiles and all. We made some profiles and then we started working on other people's profiles. So with the data we have collected, that's how we are working on the other people's profile, which is our clients one, and we are able to give them really good results with that.
gotcha. And you have a podcast as well, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Right, right. So yeah, so he's been on. So I've been on his podcast, and he has social media presence as well. Let's start off with the questions real quick. So, of all the businesses that you could get in, why did you choose to go social media and help building funnels, and why did you choose your profession?
Absolutely. So the number one reason would be like I wanted to help people. I wanted to help
Mm.
people in a really good way and create a positive impact. And currently, which is going right now, everything like you need social media currently. Like
Right,
everything is dependent on social media. If you're available on social media, then people know about you. Like
right,
5 to 10 years before, you were just spending on ads and getting in front of people. But currently, it's all about reels and posts and all.
right. It's
So
all
this
about
can be the
engagement.
biggest thing. Yeah.
Right,
So this
right,
can be the biggest thing of putting yourself in front of the people, and which is you're not just putting in front of yourself in the front of people. You're building a relationship. You're showcasing yourself, your life. So when you have that kind of audience, like currently audience is like a real gem current. If
Right.
you have the audience, then you can do anything currently.
Right, right. But until you build that audience, you can't, you gotta get the eyeballs on you. Let me ask you this. What's
Yeah.
some of the biggest mistakes that you see people make in social media today?
Okay, so currently the biggest mistake they're making is they're not focusing on how their profile is working. They're more focused on how their profile is looking, as well
Mm,
as one thing, the major thing, which is I was just having a conversation with one of my friends, which is Benjamin John, and he was telling me about how people are getting the scripts from AI and creating the videos on that particular script. Like they don't have their mind involved in it, they don't have their thoughts and thinking behind. They're just
mhm.
the words of that AI.
Right,
What they can do is they just put out see a topic what people are asking currently. They can it can be a problem related to real estate, or it can be problem related to how to get a loan and all, how to get pre-qualified. So they have that topic because they have that expertise in their professional fields. AI won't be able to add that human touch in that.
right, right.
What
So
it
that's
is
that's what I
uh,
tell people all the time. Is like you can't be everybody does the robotic stuff. And people want to see people that
absolutely
look like them and talk like them, speak like them, and people that you can relate to. You're never going to lose the human touch, the human aspect to it. you know.
exactly.
So and everybody does the same thing. Let me ask you this: what do you think about? And this is a big one of my big pet peeves. What do you think about everybody this like carbon copying one another in social media? Like everybody
Oh,
somebody sees somebody does something, they do. Everybody does the same thing. Everybody hops in and does the same thing. What do you think about that? Is that the way to go? Or because some people say the
uh,
pioneers get all the arrows. The pioneers take all the risk, and then was proven to work. Just copy that. Or do you believe in originality? What's your stance on that?
Personally, I believe originality is a big thing because
Mhm,
just like there was a trend of Alex Hormozzi captions, right? So
mhm.
with that Alex Hormozzi's captions, you know that remember only that one name, Alex Hormozzi, because he was using that captions. Other than that, everyone using those captions is not going to be remembered.
Right, right. So it's
You have to start that the chain.
right.
You have
It's
to
who
bring that
strikes first
originality.
with it. But I've seen some people's success hop in the same thing. Like, all right, I'm gonna do the same thing, and everybody doesn't know where it originates from. So I guess you can get
Yes,
success, but I come from the era like, hey man, if somebody had a style, like I wouldn't, I wouldn't feel right to just try to carbon copy his style. But that's kind of what
exactly.
people do nowadays. They look at you and they try to do the exact same thing. Sometimes my post damn near verbatim, like damn, you know. So a couple other questions. So where do you? I started in social media back 8 years ago when I first started in the business.
Mm.
And actually I was before that I was on social media when YouTube when it first hit, Facebook when it first hit. I was the first to embrace social media. And it's evolved so much just in the last 8 years. Now everybody's hopping on it. Where do you see social
Yes,
media next year, and importantly, 5 years from now? Seeing how it's evolving. So you always got to be one step ahead. So where do you see it next year in 2024, and then where do you see it 5 years from now going? Because I give you an example like. Back then you could do words, you could do word posts, and people it was all damn near like
yes,
a diary, and the people read your words. And now they're not even going to read posts with words. It's all about video. Just that
exactly.
little
So
nugget. Yeah.
yes, yes. So, what I saw was in the last year, what you were seeing is mostly people were just adding the captions, putting the video, like content was the number one thing. If you have a good content, your video will go up and people will watch it. But
Hmm.
right now, the market is shifting more towards editing style. Like the content does matter, but still,
Hmm.
you got to have a really good editing style in which you explain your topic in a really simple way that even if people are not watching it, they're just listening to it, or they have their one sense off. They're just
Hmm.
seeing it. They are able to understand that without using the brain,
Right.
with that just visuals and all. You've seen like videos of Ali Abdal and all.
Hmm. Yeah.
So he uses a really good editing style. So what it does is it creates a unique persona of him when someone is scrolling through the reels.
Okay.
So that's what stands out currently. And most of the people are going towards the style of editing.
Right.
because the better rating you have, the more eye-catching
Right.
your video will be.
So you gotta hook them quick. You gotta hook them in within a couple of seconds to pay attention, and then where do you see it going with the bots and the AI? Because now it's like I don't know if you noticed with social media, like when I first started, you could get that engagement. It was net neutrality, especially in the United States here. I don't know if
Yes,
it's the same in India. We just passed a law like a couple of years ago where they ended the net neutrality. And that what that means is that if I had 17,000 followers and I post something and they were following me, all 17,000 followers would get that post and on their
oh,
on their timeline. Now it's suppressed. So now it's pay for play. Like
mm,
I could make a post and unless
yes,
you get engaged with me, you won't see that post. So it's
exactly.
all about engagement. So all 17,000 of my followers, I went from having 30 to 40,000 people like looking on my profile. Now I'm down to if I don't put any money in it, it's down to 3 or 4. So it's all about it's a
Yes,
money play.
exactly.
So a lot of people don't realize that they put the post down unless you sponsor, unless you boost it, nobody's gonna see it. So
Absolutely. And that's
what
the number one key, yeah,
right,
we are using currently. So
right.
what we are doing is like we have a social funnel method. So what we are doing is we are not targeting virality because that only adds a lot of bunch of people who are not like they're just seeing your video and just scrolling down the path. They're
Right,
not even watching your video.
right.
So that adds a lot of people into your followers list. So what we're focusing on currently is like using some ads. Like we create a really good video of yours
Mm-hmm,
like 9 to 10 videos are created, and in those 9 to 10 videos we are going to pick out two of the best one
mm-hmm.
in which you're showcasing your client testimonials and the results that you've gotten for your people who were working with you in the previous time.
Right,
So we are using those reels and putting it in front of the people who are interested in your industry and with that same age group. So
right,
what it is doing, if you like get 10,000 views with those, you are getting 10,000 people who might be interested in your services. And in,
right.
let's say, in those 10,000, you even get 300 followers,
Okay.
or let's say 100 followers. 100 followers is a big number. We engage them with your stories, and whenever they engage with you on your stories, what we do is we just text them and ask them if they have any problem in that particular industry. So because they have that problem, that's why they're following you because you're
Right,
providing the value,
right,
and we are
right.
going to just solve that problem into the DMs. We are going to build a really good connection with them, and that's how they are able to know who you are. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't know someone, you're not going to do business with them.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's the most important thing.
Right. A lot of people think that hey, it's just a matter of hey, post something and then hopefully random somebody see it and
Yeah.
oh, I could throw some money at it. I'll spend $30 and then all of a sudden I'm gonna go viral. That's not how this works. It's a lot of it's a lot of
Exactly.
build, it's a lot of strategy and stuff like that that goes along with making a social media and digital presence. And then that's another thing
Absolutely.
people don't realize that each social media platform is different and you have to use it different and each one of them has a
Yes.
different audience. So it's a whole science to this,
Absolutely.
and this is marketing nowadays. It's gone. I don't know about in India, radio and TV is gone in the United States. Now you could probably buy some ads during Hulu and stuff like that, but they're super expensive, and you got to
Yeah.
target to all right, what what would your audience be looking at? Is it soapy stuff, romantic? So you got to pick out which audience you want to go
Yes.
to. So and it's super expensive. So social media is the best platform right now. Let me ask you this: so what do you see in the next 5 years? Do you see more AI? Do you see more bots? Do you see what do you see like in the next 5 years? Is everybody going? I know everybody's going to be on it because everybody's changed. Even the biggest critics are on social media now, so they have no choice now. So
Yes.
where do you see it in the next 5 years? I'll give you a hint. Like with me, I see Instagram being like your phone number. I think your handle, like at Billionaire Lono, is going to be your phone number. I don't think we have numbers anymore. Just like I'm communicating with you in India, it doesn't make sense to have phone numbers anymore. They already bought WhatsApp out, so it's going to be all combined in one.
Yes.
So it's going to be a big
Yeah,
social
that
platform.
yeah, that can be a thing, but if we go through the social media and stuff, because it's what is the main source of all these Meta and all? So they are earning through ads and all.
Right.
So ads will be their number one thing to earn from. So they won't get rid out of ads.
Hmm.
So that it means you still have the opportunity to promote yourself and get to the people.
Right.
So in that thing, let's say about the editing and all, because it's the most important part, and people are thinking about getting some AI softwares and putting their videos and getting that edited in 1 or 2 minutes.
Hmm.
So with that, I don't think AI will have that human touch, because every human has different thinking,
Right.
and whatever thinking you, because we can create, we have a process that we can create thoughts, but
Hmm.
AI will have all the data. What we include in that data, it is going to just do the work according to that. But we have that thinking.
Hmm.
According to that thinking, we are going to make the videos or anything that we're posting out on social media really engaging and attention grabbing.
Right.
Because right now everything is going for attention. You need that attention, and for that attention, you need some really good thinking,
Right. Right. Let me ask
unique
you this.
ideas.
Let me ask you this. A couple more questions before we wrap it up. We got about 7 minutes here. Um,
Yep.
how do you? What do you think the? You know that I know we. I don't know how India's been, but in America we're in a recession right now. You know, and it's probably one of
Mhm.
the biggest recessions since 2008. You know, and everybody's
Yes.
kind of penny pinching. How is the global economy affecting how we do social media now? Like, how do you think, is it the same or is India in a recession? Or I'm not sure, but is it a global recession or is it just in our neck of the woods? And how do you think that's going to affect your dollars? Do you think the big bank's going to have all the eyeballs? Do you think the little man has a chance? Like, how do you think the economy is going to impact your business as well as this social media in the whole?
Okay, as the social media in the whole, it's just growing and growing. I'm thinking about how to get that talent of people who
Hmm.
are really professional in editing. So it's a really good opportunity for the people who have the skills.
Hmm.
Like, let's say you don't need traditional education currently. If you
Right.
have a really good skill that can help people grow their business or help save their time, so
Hmm.
it's just going to grow.
Okay.
And you have to just focus on what are those skills. Like, let's say copywriting is not anymore like a big thing, just like it was 3 to 4 years ago, because you need people to write up for your ads and all. And currently, you are just showcasing yourself in your reels, and that's going to be the ad. So
Hmm.
that's the big thing, and it's growing and growing and growing. And
Right.
just I cannot imagine where it is going into with the next 5 years, but I know it is going to be like 10 times more
Gotcha. So
within the next 5 years.
you're saying that since everybody's on it, this is one of the last channels. It's recession proof, basically. Like, it's
Yes.
people are going to. It's a necessary for everybody's business. So therefore, it's like everybody's still going to rich or barely making it. You're going to need social media in order to survive.
Exactly. If you
So,
have a right audience, it's
mhm.
like always essential proof,
Right,
because people know you and people trust you. If you have those people, loyal people,
right,
then you're just out of the world. Let's say out of the matrix. You say.
right. Gotcha. Okay. Last couple questions here. What do you what, why should they pick you of all the social media gurus and all of the people that's promising, the following and engagement, and you got all these companies? Why you?
Okay, so the number one question that pops in my head is, please don't choose us,
Right.
because there are a lot of companies. Try them and see if you get the results. If you get the result, that's okay, because currently we are only focusing on working with less people
Hmm.
and creating a positive impact for those less people,
Right.
because we're not working with everyone currently. I have a really good doctor. I don't know if you have heard of him, which is Dr. Patrick Flynn. So what he's doing is,
Hmm.
he's a chiropractor and his company is the Wellness Way. You can
I
look it
think I
up,
heard of,
and
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
huge company. So
Hmm.
what they're doing is, their mission is to, like, what the medical field is doing currently is
Hmm.
like harming people. His
Right,
view is this: if medical industry was really good, why are people still sick?
right,
Because they're taking on drugs and all.
right,
So his
right.
view is, if you change your lifestyle and do the right things, so you'll just get cured. So I thought this is a really good mission, and currently working with him and growing his mission, because currently for us, it's not about the money we are printing. It's about the mission, that the positive impact that we are doing currently.
Right. So it's more about the why than about the volume.
Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, so I mean, yeah, a lot of people are going to like more niche, customer base, like not working with everybody and so on and so forth. All right,
Yes.
so last question for the road, man. I always try to do a fun one before we get out of here, and then I'll let you, tell them where they can find you if they need your services, so on and so forth. So top three right now, top three social media influencers. Who do you think the biggest fish in the pond right now, as far as if you had to do it, hey, these people are doing social media right. Who's the top three people would you say globally?
Okay, so globally, I can name one of my coaches, which is Grayson Lopez, and just I'm
Mhm.
learning from him. So the
Okay.
number one is him. And if you're looking to get viral and go viral fast, you
Hmm.
can talk about like Devin Jatho and all, because he's got popular in a really short time.
Hmm.
And one of them is Sebastian Jeffries. I really like his work a lot because he has that talent all over the world.
Hmm.
He also has a marketing agency, and the editing style that he provides, the services he's providing to the people, like
Hmm.
with the content style, how to get viral and what makes you unique. So it's a
Right.
really good thing, because you have to stand out among the crowd to get to get pointed out.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So yeah, that's different. A different perspective, man. Hamad, I appreciate you once again, man. Actually, Ahmad does my videos as well. So this FYI. So I got, I'm not only a interviewer, I'm a client as well. So so FYI. So tell
Absolutely.
them where they can find you, and where can they find you if they're interested.
Absolutely. So they can find me on my Instagram, which is Khan Hammad 17. And
Mhm.
firstly, we'll have a conversation if we can truly help you out, and we can help you help you get your mission in front of the people and create a positive impact. If we can, then I'm just all in.
Gotcha. All right. So it's basically find you on Instagram, DM you, or you know
Yeah,
oh, okay, gotcha. So this DM him on Instagram, so and then go from there. If he can
absolutely.
help you, he can help you. So with that being said, man, y'all, I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
I appreciate you, man.